Welcome to Ugne and Nancy's WBII member interview. Today, we're happy to be joined by Jane Sum, and her business is called Jane Sum Coaching. Thank you for chatting with us today, Jane.
Yeah, thanks for the invitation. I'm looking forward to our chat.
Me too. Um, could you please give us a short introduction, who you are, and your business and what you do?
Yes. So my name is Jane Sum. I'm Dutch Chinese. I'm born and raised in the Netherlands. I have a PhD in chemistry, and I worked in corporate for 20 years. I've worked in different countries with different cultures, which I really liked. And I have been in leadership positions, in technical leadership positions, and also commercial leadership positions. Now I'm back in the Netherlands for, I think, over 4 years now, and I'm an executive and leadership coach. I coach primarily mid to senior leaders who are working in multinational organizations. I help them to navigate complexity in their organizations, to lead with more confidence and more clarity, so that they can have greater impact. Yeah, so that's the work I do, and the professionals are usually really capable, and actually they have discovered that working harder does not really help them more. So it's really about strengthening their self-leadership and finding out, how to lead with flow and ease.
Thank you. That is a perfect overview of you and your background and your business. That's perfect. We are really interested in finding out what kind of impact you make. So, a little bit further into what you were just talking about. So, as a way of doing that, if you could tell us about one particular client, maybe we can hear the process, some of the process that you go through in order to help them reach their goals.
Yeah, yeah. So I have an example of a client who came to me when she was promoted to a senior leadership position. She was already a leader, but she was promoted into a leadership management team, an international one. And in that team, she was actually the youngest one, and everybody was there already for many years and very senior. And as you can imagine, she was super nervous about that, right? She had the feeling that she had to prove herself, that she, yeah, really deserved that seat at the table. And she was over preparing every time. And when she was in the meeting, she was really actually afraid to speak up. And in my coaching, we always go through different exercises. And in the beginning, I always look at with the client at their values. Values is really our compass, right? Our drivers, and it really influences on how we behave. And she discovered that one of the values is security, the need to have security, the need to be in control. And that is something which is coming actually from her childhood times. And it's kind of a protection mechanism for her. And actually that value made her believe that she has to be perfect. She has to have all the answers. She has to be well prepared. And that was really the thing which was holding her back, right? That belief she has to perform actually. So the shift she was making through our conversations was from proving herself, the performance part, to actually being present and just engage and trusting herself. So she made like small changes in the way she then go to those meetings. So she was still preparing, but not bringing all the notes she normally did. And then step by step, she actually found that she is very valuable in the team, even though she was a little bit more junior. And I think that's really great to see, right? That she could lead with more confidence, with more ease, and in the end, she would have greater impact because she's speaking up more and trusting herself more. So I think this is maybe an example to show that, yeah, through different conversations, my clients they get to know themselves better, get to know also their strengths better, but also what are the things which are holding them back, and then work on them and remove them as much as possible.
That's a very powerful and impactful example. Thank you, Jane, for sharing this with us. Oh, I had a question around this because it's very clear for your client what was the benefit, and we can, from your words, even feel like the weight lifting off the shoulders and being able to just be present, as you told, and recognize your own value. Do you think this then cascades on their teams as well?
For sure, because when a leader is calm, when a leader is confident, and also not pushing for performance only, when you have a total different mindset, actually. So her mindset was changing, and possibly also the standard you have for others will change as well, right? And I think it's all about energy, right? How you feel, what you think makes you feel a certain way and make you act in a certain way, and I think that energy will be felt by other people as well, right? If you're a confident leader, a present leader, I certainly think that people will feel that, yeah, and will have that positive impact on them as well, yeah.
And that's really beautiful. I think when you open also beyond the perfection and the preparation and really accept the flow of life.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jane, for sharing this with us.
Yeah, great question. A great follow-up question. But- yeah.
Yeah.
So we now have another question for you. And that is, do you have a dream or a fantasy of something you would like to do with your business? Or is there something you're already doing or something related to this question?
Yeah. Yeah, a beautiful question. And actually, my answer is actually also linked to what Ugne asked me before, because what I really want with my business is to create that ripple effect through leadership. I've been in corporate for many years. I've seen many different type of leaders, and I can really see a good leader who is intentional, can really get the best out of people. A good listener, a leader who empowers, also creates confidence, right, with their team members. And on the other hand, when you see poor leadership, this has an effect on people as well, on people's well-being, on how they perform their work. And that influence goes beyond the workplace, right? And that's why I'm really passionate about my work and about leadership, because I really believe if I can support one leader to lead in a different way, that this leader influences his or her team. And that team will have interactions as well with others, and they will influence their team members or all their interactions they have, whether that is in their families, in their communities, and in the end, I think society. So I'm really passionate about creating that ripple effect through leadership, and so I really love my job. I can do that every day. And in the end, I'm learning a lot myself as well. So as a coach, we are not teaching, right? We are empowering, and we are allowing our clients to discover their own solutions. And in that process, I'm also learning a lot about myself as well. So it was a good switch for me from corporate to coaching, and I'm really happy about that. Yeah.
When you have the background also to understand what it means to be a leader in that situation.
Yeah, and I think that's also the reason that many clients resonate with my profile and my background, because I kind of also lived through that same type of experience, even though I don't need to know the details in coaching, but it does help, I think, for that connection to the client, that a lot of things are understood, right? Yeah.
I really like that empowering ripple effect and the wide vision you have of it for that going from the leader to the team and out into the society, the families first, probably, or partners that are close to people working. We all know if we have a bad day at work, it will come home. So
Yes, true. It is true.
very nice that you see this big picture and the flow of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jane, so much for sharing what you do, your impact, and your dream with us today. It was really a pleasure having you here.
Yeah, thank you for the really nice conversation and the nice questions.
Thank you for your really succinct answers and the thought that went into them.
Thank you.